following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
I am hunting the forests of Clewiston, Florida, tracking down a neighborhood tough guy. He's behind the palmetto. Watch it.
We know for a fact that this hog is not afraid of humans. We are not allowed to shoot firearms out here because of the workers in the fields.
Now that I've seen this wild boar up close, he's got the big teeth.
Your adrenaline's pumping, you're tense as can be. At any moment, this damn hog is gonna charge you and eat you.
I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild. I have come to Clewiston, Florida to do battle with a medieval monster.
The dogs have no control over stopping him. He just goes where he wants, when he wants.
A huge wild boar that has been attacking farm workers and raiding crops. This 250-pound killer with 3-inch razor blades can easily ruin your day and send you to the hospital. So for this mission, I will need backup. In fact, I will need a team of professionals. This week on Savage Wild, we have our work cut out for us. There's a very dangerous animal in these woods. It's a wild boar. I know because he chased some workers in a field nearby. So we know for a fact he's dangerous and very aggressive. I'm gonna take him with my trident. That is my goal. And with me, I got Orlando. He is an expert hog hunter and he is my guide. I have Al, he's the enforcer. He's gonna watch my back. I trust him with my life. Anything happens, he steps in. And I have Mark over here. He is an expert with the dogs. He races hog hunting dogs. And Cody, he is another expert hog hunter and he's here for support. The more extras we got, the better it is. It makes me feel better, and he's also got a spear in his hand. If you've seen us in Savage Wild boar hunting, you know how unpredictable, how dangerous it can get. Orlando, so how's it gonna go down today?
Manny, I have no idea what's gonna happen here today. This all started yesterday with a phone call. This hog was seen yesterday about 500-600 yards in here. He did chase some workers. So the problem is most hogs are elusive. They try to run away from people. We know for a fact that this hog is not afraid of humans. We are not allowed to shoot firearms out here because of the workers in the fields. Spear, trident is the way to go, and you're the man for it. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure glad you're here today because we need to get this hog out of here and get these folks back to work.
Yeah, but we need the dogs.
That's where Mark comes in. My dogs got noodled 2 nights ago, and Mark, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got going on?
I got 2 15-month-old puppies we're going to put down here. They're strictly bay. They're not going to catch. They only put their mouth on them. If the hog's trying to break and run, they'll bite his butt and make it sit down or stay so Manny can hopefully get a good stick on him. We're going to stalk and let the dogs out, and they're going to hopefully find him and bay him up.
Well, yeah, what's interesting about this is a strip of woods. The largest organic farm in the United States is 500 yards on the other side of this strip of woods in here.
Right.
On the other side, you have orange groves.
Right.
So that hog more than likely is going to be bedded up in this area here. It's the middle of the day. It's a good place to put the dogs.
Right. He might even be up moving around a little bit because he got all this overcast. He'll be in the myrtles or palmettos because they feed at nighttime, and they'll go into the organic fields and just tear the place up.
I haven't seen him, but from the expression on the workers that they were telling us about this hog, this ought to be a lot of fun.
Well, when they're not scared of people, those are the most dangerous types.
These hogs out here, they generally have a population of hogs out here. So the workers, the farmers here are used to seeing hogs. They don't get real upset when they see one. They do get rid of them. They do trap them out. But when they call you and tell you that this one particular hog is keeping the workers from going out to the fields, you know you got something. I'm ready to go.
Right.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get her done.
This wild boar is not only huge, he is smart and dangerous. Taking this animal with my trident will be risky business.
I like ditches. Now, he's going to hold up in there, and I think Manny's going to get a good chance to get up on him. But
I will have to get way too close for comfort.
He's straight ahead of us.
I am hunting the forests of Clewiston, Florida, tracking down a neighborhood tough guy that I intend to kill with my handmade trident spear. A huge wild boar that has been terrorizing the farm workers in a nearby field is now on a direct collision course with me, and I intend to win. Here's your first lesson of the day, Boar Hunting with Dogs 101. Mark, tell us about it.
Well, I got two young bay dogs here. Okay. This is Junior, the Treen Cur, and this is Dixie, the yellow blackmouth. They're wearing tracking collars, so we know where they're at all times.
So these guys have the magic nose, huh?
Yes, they're young. They're young dogs. They've been doing real good. They have what it takes to find them and stop them so you can get your shot.
Then it's up to us.
Yes, we're doing strictly bay dogs today. I have a catch dog in the back that we're not going to be using, but in case of an emergency, if the hog does anything, hurts my dogs or kills the bay dogs, and I can drop the catch dog in there to get everybody out of trouble.
Mark, so they're called bay dogs because they don't catch the hog. They run and they keep the hog. They bark when they see the hog, so they let you know where he's at. That means baying up the hog.
Right, they're as aggressive as the hog is. If the hog tries to run, the dogs will run and bite him on the butt, make him sit down, make him stop. If the hog will just stand there, they'll keep the distance from the hog so they don't push him and hold him at bay.
The two of them work better together.
Yes, and if there's a lot of hogs in the area, they'll split up and they'll cover some ground. And when one dog finds a hog and goes to bay, the other one will be right there with it.
Common sense, if you just got one, the hog will chase just one of them. The boar will, so now that there's two of them, when it chases, the other one can come around
right.
and play the boar back and forth. Right?
Two dogs will hem him up real good. One dog, the hog's thinking this little dog's not much of a challenge and will go after
Some
him.
of the boars like to run a lot and some hold the ground quicker.
Yeah, so if this hog is as bad as everybody's saying, I think he's going to meet my dogs halfway. He's going to come to fight these dogs. He's not going to do a lot of running from them.
It sounds scary.
This is a catch dog. This is Nasty. He's my 9-year-old. He's a wonderful dog. He's a American Pit Bull Terrier. He's a snooty game dog. He is very old for a catch dog because they usually don't live that long. So for 9 years, he's been a pretty good dog. He's got every hog we've ever put him on. He's got some. You can see how fierce these hogs can be. He's got scars all over him. This one's got stitches in it. This is a 10-ply bulletproof vest, and the hogs are penetrating this to get at him. So this hog is definitely no joke. They can do some damage to the dogs. We won't be using him today, but we just got him for backup. But he's raring to go. He thinks we're going to go get one. You guys are ready? Let's go. Let's go get Boss Hog.
We know this wild boar is hiding in this narrow strip of forest, bordered by huge farms. He hides in here during the day and raids the farms at night. Al Roberts also carries a trident and watches the forest. He is here to back me up if I need him. And I usually do.
There's a hog trail on the ground right now. We're going to walk through here.
oh wow, he's right here.
There's a boar hog laying right over there. I don't know if that's the one we're looking for, but there's definitely one over there. We should put the dogs on him and bay him up so we can get a better look at him. But I think that might be the one. It's amazing how close I am. I'm maybe 35 yards away, and he's still laying there. He hasn't taken off yet. Orlando, he's right over there. Yeah, I get this uneasy feeling.
Manny, you're right. This hog knows we're here. He's very aware that we're here. He's not making any attempt to leave. So he's very secure where he's at. He's in a little spot there, but I do believe if we get any closer, he's charging.
Orlando, let's get the bay dogs on him so the bay dogs can confuse him, and I can get close enough to that boar hog.
Okay, well, let's release the hounds, because he's not going anywhere.
Okay, Mark? Go to. The bay dogs are released. And like guided rockets, head straight for the wild boar. Game on. No worries. If you want to hunt with Orlando Pass and Full Rod Outfitters, we will give you all the information later on in the show. I am tracking down a huge wild boar. This animal has already charged after farm workers and killed dogs. And that's why I got the call to slay the wild beast. There's a boar hog laying right over there. I don't know if that's the one we're looking for, but there's definitely one over there. It's amazing how close I am. I'm maybe 35 yards away, and he's still laying there. He hasn't taken off yet. We should put the dogs on him and bay him up so we can get a better look at him. But I think that might be the one.
Go to. Yep.
The bay dogs are hot on the trail of the boar, and so are we. Constantly following the spinning, crashing mess of dogs and angry wild boar. Looking for the best opportunity to rush in for a throw with my trident.
I like the middle low.
When you see a hog go after dogs, they know what them dogs are up to, and he's not going for it.
We are constantly closing the gap between us and the boar. And then he steps into a clearing and stares straight at me.
Yeah, he's got some teeth hanging out of his mouth.
He's looking at us.
Yeah, he looks like he has about 3 inches on one side. So he'll always be spinning to his right, wanting to put them teeth to the dogs.
Talk to him.
Moving closer to this wild boar has us all on edge. He is too fast for us and could take one of us out before we had time to react. So we are all on guard. Watch. I can tell this 250-pound wild boar is extremely smart. He's behind the palmetto.
No, he flew out. He's going where you want him to go. All right, right now the bay dogs, we got him hemmed up under this pine tree. He's a big hog and he keeps attacking the dogs, so he's keeping all the pressure on the dogs. Actually, it's reversal. Instead of the dogs keeping pressure on him, he's actually pressuring my dogs, running them down, throwing them to the ground. He threw my yellow dogs pretty high in the air. They have them hemmed, and they definitely respect that hog. They're not closing the gap. They're not getting in too close. They're holding like a 5-6 foot bay off him, but they're definitely stopping him and biting him on the butt when he tries to pull out. But he meets him back with them teeth. He's got big teeth on one side, and that's what I'm concerned about. You know, we get going on this hog here, and the dogs get too anxious. They're going to close the gap on him, and somebody's definitely going to get cut here.
Are they getting another dog?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to the trailer now. Mark's going to get another bay dog, Manny. This hog is serious business. He's already flung these dogs. You've seen him about 3 feet in the air. He's held up at a bay right now. Let's get the third dog in here. We'll get a good tight bay.
How far are we from the camp right now?
We're quite a ways, probably over a mile. I mean,
it's not good. It's not good. I start getting anxious.
Well, this is,
I start getting like
everything looks good on paper. It's showtime. We got them bait up. We're gonna get this done.
Look, I seen them bait up, and they've disappeared from the map. I've seen that happen before. They evaporated. I don't know where they went to another planet. I've seen them just
Yeah,
vanish.
these dogs won't lose them. We may have to do some running though. If we need to lose them-
Anything is possible.
The two curs got the hog bait up and he keeps blowing, so I went back for my older male. He's a yellow black mouth. His name is Dollar, and he's worth every bit of it. I'm fixing to turn him out. He's going to run the bay. Go to him, son.
Dollar explodes after the pack. They have now surrounded the wild boar in a ditch. This may be it.
Down to the bottom of that deep.
Manny, he's down in a high ditch. That's good stuff.
I mean, that is good stuff.
I like the ditches we can throw from above.
Oh, I guarantee by the time we get there, he's gonna run out.
No, these dogs got him.
We move in quickly. The boar will not stay there forever.
I'm freaking exhausted. I mean, even though we're not running really fast the whole time, your adrenaline's pumping, you're tense as can be. At any moment, this damn hog is gonna charge you and eat you. So you're just on every nerve, you're just freaking out and it wears you down. I mean, I'm so worn out right now. We've been going a couple hours, but we're getting a chance to stop and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You're just on pins and needles and it's just draining, absolutely draining.
Well, folks, you see the property line right there? Those guys were not kidding. That's where they saw the hog from the tractor. You seen him coming through? He's down in the ditch. It's a good spot right now. He's going to hold up in there, and I think Manny's going to get a good chance to get up on him. But that is the property line. You can see the tomato fields in the background, and those fields have been devastated.
That's what they've been feeding on, those tomato fields. That's why. That's where the workers. That's where the workers were when they seen them.
Yep. So he's been living in here, comes out to tomato fields, and hurries back in here every day.
Okay,
So
guys.
this is it.
Everybody get near me. I need backing.
All right, let's all get close.
I am hunting a huge wild boar with my trident spear. This is one of the most dangerous hogs I have ever encountered. He is ferocious. The dogs have him bait in a ditch. This may be my best opportunity yet to get within spear range. With the dogs keeping the boar distracted, we advance straight for him. It's too dense to throw the trident. So I grab a Viking spear and hit the boar solidly, going right through him. The boar is enraged, spinning furiously.
Give me that spear. Give me that spear.
And then the boar calmly turns towards me.
Here we go, here he comes.
Watch this. Look in this wild boar's eyes. He is coming to kill me. If I mess up, he just might.
Here we go, here we go.
He charges, and I hurl the trident at him. It stops him long enough for me to rush in and spear him in the heart.
Look at the teeth.
Watch
On that.
This was not just another hog. This was a dangerous and worthy opponent. He knew it was time to die fighting, and I honor his spirit.
Let me go over this. What just happened? Okay, he went into a ditch. The dogs are baying him. He's getting up and going. He's been running all day. I can't really catch up and keep up with him. So what I do is I'm gonna throw the trident, but there's some branches in the way. So I need to throw between some branches. I can't throw, so then I call for the Viking spear. And then I duck low, throw the Viking spear like that. It goes right through him, right through him. He starts spinning out. He takes off at the ditch. I don't have time to even think. It's like, I got the trident, drop it, he's charging, he's coming right at me. I just fire right into his head. And then when he hit him, he went crazy with the trident. And then that gave me a break to come in with the other spear. I'm yelling for another spear. And then I hit him good here. He bled out immediately. And then Al came and nailed him, man. Okay, yeah.
They're not done till they're done.
They're not done till they're done, because even when he's on the ground, I'm looking at him. He can come up and cut you. I do not trust. The thing is, this boar has enormous teeth. I mean, enormous teeth. This is, look at that. Look at that bottom tooth. I can't even, look how many inches he's got on there. I mean, look how thick it is. This is a very mature animal. You know, it's got a lot of experience, a lot of years, very aggressive. And you know, they're smart. The more they experience in life, the more they do, the smarter they get. But I feel good. Now, the dogs are okay,
Dogs
huh?
are unscathed, not a scratch on them. So all that flying through the air didn't do any damage to them.
Well, they're quick. Let me tell you, I heard a couple of screams over there, and I saw this boar chasing them, and I was like, I'm glad it wasn't me. That's all I could think. Like, wow. He is so fast. How fast do they run on their feet, Orlando?
30 miles an hour and 20 feet.
Wow.
Strong burst. I mean, you're not getting out of his way.
No,
like I said, he was coming. Look at that earless hog, and it's healed. This hog has been caught and has killed dogs. This hog, someone's tried to catch this hog. And I'll tell you, he knows how to kill dogs, and you saw how he was coming, Manny. Well done, buddy. Well done.
So at one time or another, he's been hunted by dogs. He's probably killed a bunch of dogs.
Yes.
And I know he's aggressive to the farmers too.
A hog like this is the fodder for legends. And like the worker said, he was not your ordinary hog. They told us this was a big boy.
He would not give me a shot. He wouldn't give me a throw. You know, how many miles we want? What you said, like 4 miles? You checked on the thing?
Oh no, we were 4.2 miles.
4.2 miles, going to the woods, back and forth, all over the place. For a minute, I thought we were gonna end up in another county. The dogs need to check the hog out. Once they know it's dead, it's okay. They just need to look at it. You know, this is what they live for, so they want to look at it and lick it and see it. You know, now that they've seen it, they're okay. You know, they just have to come up and look at it. You know, they want to touch it, play with it. You know. 275-pound boar, taken with my homemade spears. Thank you, Orlando Pass and Full Rod Outfitters, for an incredible hunt. One of the best hunts I've ever had in my entire life. Al, I thank you so much. You got my back. Keep me safe, man. You're the best. Mark, your dogs are phenomenal. Without your dogs, we could have never done this.
Thanks, man.
Wow. Guys, I'll see you next week on Savage Wild.